Please stand and remove your hats for our national anthem. Please remain standing for the invocation, which will be given by Rabbi Isabel DeKoning.
Class of 2021, you have traveled quite a journey together. You have conquered campus life and co-op jobs. You have imagined the as yet unimagined and brought it to life. Your entrepreneurial skills have been put to the test by a collegiate experience marked by tectonic shifts in civil society and earth-shattering pandemic. Through it all, you have built lifelong friendships, transformational mentorships, and the foundations of future success. Finally, today, we have arrived at your graduation. So with hearts overflowing, we give thanks. For you, our graduates, for your families and friends, for our faculty, staff, and administrators, each person here on this stage, watching this ceremony at home, and so many others we can call to mind today, has served to nurture, sustain, support, challenge, inspire, and uplift you on this journey. And by the merit of that devotion, we are able to celebrate this joyous graduation. We ask the source of blessing to bless our graduates as you go forward into a world rife with challenges and ripe with possibilities. May you go out from Drexel with eyes filled with wonder and hearts filled with courage and compassion, ready to explore the world as it is and inspired to help transform it into the world it might yet be. May the lessons you have learned and the tools you have developed here at Drexel serve to propel you forward. And may the relationships that have sustained you here on campus continue to sustain you as you go out to build and design, explore, understand, and innovate. May you each find roles that allow you to offer the world your greatest professional gifts, and may the work of your hands and hearts be ever in the service of community and humanity. May every day from this day forward offer you pathways for continued learning, growth, and service. May bold vision, wise counsel, and generosity of spirit guide your way. And wherever your path leads you, may each of you always be accompanied by great light, by laughter, and by love. Be who you are, dear graduates. May you be blessed in all that you are and all that you will become. May this moment carry you forward from strength to strength. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Please welcome President John Fry.
Thank you, Rabbi Isabel, and welcome to everyone. This is such a great day, and we are all so deeply fortunate. We are fortunate to gather together and virtually as the Charles D. Close School of Entrepreneurship, the academic home of innovation at Drexel. We are fortunate to be successfully emerging from a very challenging time for our university and all of our communities. And most of all, we are fortunate to be able to celebrate the members of this outstanding class who will graduate today. So on this day of celebration and joy, let me be the first to say congratulations to the amazing, amazing class of 2021. We are so very proud of your accomplishments and wish you the best of success as you join thousands of other proud Drexel alumni. I hope you savor this milestone in your academic career and on your life's journey. You deserve all the accolades and more. This class has pushed the boundaries of academic and research excellence and set new standards for civic engagement. And if the past year has taught us anything, it shows how incredibly resilient all of you are. You've already learned that you are entering into a challenging and complex world. And more than ever, it's a world that desperately needs you. It needs the many contributions you will make in your places of work and in your communities. You hold in your hands the long-term health, equity, and prosperity of our society. How you make use of the knowledge you have worked so hard to acquire will determine our collective future. It has been said, wisely, that the success of our society and our democracy rests upon our willingness to think of each other and not only ourselves. My hope is that you will embrace this principle, that you will step up in your communities, that you will take on the solemn responsibility of leadership. Knowing the class of 2021, I have no doubt that we can look ahead with great confidence. We can contemplate the truly exciting and deeply necessary ways in which all of you will contribute. Our university is a profoundly better place because of your presence and your efforts. Our capacity for knowledge, for innovation, and for service to others is so much greater thanks to each of you. And that's what Commencement is all about. I also want to extend a warm welcome to our Commencement speaker, Vijay Ulal, who is the founder and CEO of Seabed VC, a venture capital-based firm headquartered in San Francisco. Vijay likes to say that, in his words, magic happens when talented founders team up with supportive investors. I know Vijay has many insights to share with all of you today. So let me close by saying this to our graduates. All of us at Drexel look forward to hearing about your future successes in scholarship, in your professions, and especially in your service to others. I want you to know that all of us at Drexel University hold you in our hearts. Once again, congratulations on your graduation. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce you to my colleague, Donna DeCarolis, the Dean and Silverman Family Professor of Entrepreneurial Leadership at the Close School of Entrepreneurship.
Welcome to the 2021 Charles D. Close School of Entrepreneurship Commencement. As Dean of the Close School, I'm honored to welcome our 2021 graduates, their families and friends, members of the Charles D. Close School Advisory Board, and the trustees of the Charles D. Close Foundation. Congratulations to all of our graduates as you join our growing community of the Close School alumni. We are so excited to celebrate today with each and every one of you, the class of 2021. I join in sharing your sense of accomplishment and pride. There is really nothing like graduation, a new starting point for all of you. You are obviously graduating at a crucial moment in the history of this nation and of the world. Your decision to study entrepreneurship could not have been more relevant to the world as you are entering as graduates, and the Charles D. Close School faculty and staff could not have hoped for a more talented and hardworking graduating class, a group that has demonstrated exceptional resilience and under such challenging circumstances. All of us quickly and bravely moved to online learning in the spring of 2020, and this meant some of you physically moved away from Drexel and Philadelphia as all of us found new ways to come together as learners, as family, and as friends. We never expected your graduation would occur in such an unusual manner, but then again, who better to get going when the going gets tough? You are starters. Some of our greatest moments and lessons arise from adversity, when we are reminded of what we may have often taken for granted, such as the hug of a family member or friend, or the rights we should all be enjoying. So while this may not be the graduation you expected, nor the world you thought you would enter, remember we don't always get to choose our circumstances. And as entrepreneurs and innovators, you have the skills, the character, and the mindset to create and develop solutions. I'll say it once, and I'll say it again. At its core, being an entrepreneur is about resilience. Remember that to reach this milestone, you worked extraordinarily hard, met every challenge we set before you, and amazed us with your accomplishments. Don't ever doubt what you can accomplish. I know you'll continue to work very hard, meet the challenges that face you, and amaze the world with your achievements. As you embark upon this new step in your lives, please remember you're always a Drexel Dragon and forever a member of the Charles D. Close School. And now that you're part of the Drexel Alumni Association, I hope you'll consider staying engaged with us through the Drexel's Entrepreneurship Alumni Network. Please keep an eye out for an invitation to join. We need our Close School alumni to be part of this network. I know from my personal interactions with you, the Charles D. Close School class of 2021, that you're ready to create a better future through resilience and innovation, and that you are set to have a positive impact on the world. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2021. And now it's a pleasure for me to introduce our student speaker, Thomas Kesnowski, graduating with a BA in Entrepreneurship and Innovation and minors in Chinese and Business Consulting.
Thank you for the introduction. Congratulations to the Close School class of 2021. Against all odds, we did it. I think we can all admit that this has been a strange year for us, but our Drexel experience has been so much more than the past 14 months. We are fortunate to have participated in so many critical aspects of the Drexel experience, such as midnight dorm fire alarms, food from the best halal cart on campus, you know which one I'm talking about, the joys of a city winning its first Super Bowl, the rise of Gritty, the Philadelphian we all aspire to becoming, late nights at Bayada, working on startups, coming up with new ideas, or just watching Game of Thrones in the fishbowl. There were staff members that pushed us to our limits, and others whose smile and empathy helped us get through all of these crazy years. We have all had amazing experiences that we will all look fondly upon. Memories that we can cherish and remember despite missing out on our final year on campus at Drexel. It's crazy to think about it, but our time at Drexel is almost over. Even if we come back to campus or come back to Drexel to see old friends or to pursue a graduate degree, this place will never be the same. And more importantly, we will never be the same. We are the sum of our experiences, and we can never be the people we are in this moment again. But that's okay. That's good. That's a good thing. Like a startup, we rely on our own experiments, the counsel from our personal board of directors, and sometimes just a gut intuition to carry us forward as we continue to learn, grow, and make an impact on those around us. We are about to embark on the world with the knowledge and the ability to be the entrepreneurs of our own lives. We have learned how to transcend our existing experiences and to use our worldly knowledge to make a difference and to chart our own path for the future. Many of us will change the world in ways we cannot even imagine, but each of us has the ability to make an impact that can change the lives of others and those around us. As entrepreneurs, we have a filial responsibility to our communities to create value and to leave our world a better place than we found it. My hope today is that we can all use our time and talent to fulfill this obligation as we enter the world of work. So let us spend today celebrating our amazing journey to this moment, and let us always remember that we have the power to start and change anything. Once again, congratulations to the closed school class of 2021.
Thank you, Thomas, for those wonderful remarks. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Damian Salas, Associate Dean for Academic Partnerships.
We want to acknowledge those students who have received special recognition from the university. I would like to recognize those undergraduate students who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement at Drexel, as reflected in outstanding financial grade point averages. Students who graduate with a GPA between 3.5 and 3.7 are designated cum laude, or with honor. Will cum laude graduates please give yourself a round of applause at home? Those graduating with a GPA between 3.7 and 3.9 are designated magna cum laude, or with outstanding honor. Will our magna cum laude graduates please give yourself a round of applause at home? Students graduating with a 3.9 or higher are designated summa cum laude, or with highest honor. Will our summa cum laude graduates please give yourself a round of applause at home? Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Professor Salas. And now it is my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Vidya Golla. Vidya is the founder and CEO of Seabed VC, a venture capital-based firm headquartered in San Francisco. Seabed invests in early-stage tech startups with a portfolio that has risen to over 30 companies. An accomplished leader and visionary, Vidya takes pride in investing in ideas that typical mainstream VCs might overlook. He believes that the magic happens when talented founders with a supportive investor solve a difficult problem. After earning his MS in chemical engineering from Drexel University, Vijay was recruited to join Intel. 5 years later, Vijay caught the startup bug and joined Saratoga as engineering manager. 2 years later, the startup was acquired by Maxim Integrated Products, where he rose through the ranks to become group president. In 2012, he joined Fairchild Semiconductor for a 2-year stint as president and CEO. Over the course of his career, Vijay has led technology development, operations, and business units at companies including Maxim, guiding its growth from a startup to a $10 billion market cap, and Fairchild, the founding company of the Silicon Valley. He has led operations, business units, and entire companies at every stage of the life cycle. He is deeply passionate about new technologies and products, as well as evolving and growing businesses. In addition to speaking and networking with students and alumni, Vijay has helped establish with Drexel our Startups Fund and is also serving on the executive committee that provides funding and mentorship to student and alumni ventures. Vijay is currently on the Board of Trustees of the Santa Fe Institute. He has also served as a board member of the MIT Sandbox Innovation Fund and board chairman at ILT Madras Foundation, where he is currently chairman emeritus. It's my pleasure to introduce Vidya Golla.
I am honored to give the 2021 commencement speech for the closed school, an institution which I believe has given you a wonderful bedrock on which to start your entrepreneurial journey. Today, I want to tell you a bit about my life not because it is unique, but because I learned some lessons from it that you may find helpful as you navigate your own life. The first lesson is about being uncomfortable. When I graduated from college in India, I wanted very badly to start my own business, but it was tough going. India was then a socialist country which frowned upon individual success. There were no handrails, no mentors, no safe spaces to experiment with ideas. I decided to come to Drexel for graduate studies. That was scary. The first time I got on a plane was to fly to the US. I remember clutching the armrests as the airplane heaved into the sky, leaving my stomach behind. Philly seemed not just like a new country, but a new planet. I found it near impossible to choose one of the 31 flavors of ice cream at Baskin-Robbins. In contrast, all I had to do in India was to pluck down my money for the single flavor offered by the government-owned store. But the discomfort didn't last long. I thoroughly enjoyed the hoagies from the food truck on 32nd Street. I found I could chug Rolling Rock beers with the best of them at the bar on 36th and Chestnut. And I found I could keep myself awake by singing loudly during late night experiments for my research in the basement of the main Drexel building. After graduation, I got a job at Intel. I'm still shocked that I did. I knew nothing about computer chips. I didn't have a background in electrical engineering. I felt completely at sea and not terribly competent. I had to take a multitude of classes both at work as well as at local universities. After a couple of years, I started enjoying my work. It was exhilarating to be working on world-leading technologies. When I look back at those early years, it seemed like the only constant was change, and that the most overwhelming feeling was being uncomfortable. But that was the crucible in which I was able to forge new skills. Most importantly, I started looking forward to projects and tasks that others were reluctant to take on. The second lesson is about being curious. After a few years at Intel, my career was going well, but I was restless. I felt there had to be something more exciting than just leading edge technology. What I wanted to learn was how to apply technology to build a great company. With that goal, I left the security of Intel to join a startup. The next 2 years were a trial by fire. We explored and learned and fixed issues every day at a rate that was 10 times higher than at Intel. But it wasn't enough, and the company was sold to Maxim Integrated Products. That school of hard knocks yielded many learnings that helped us solve problems at a rapid pace, which helped Maxim become successful. One of them was a particularly thorny problem that had bested everyone that had worked on it, including consulting professors from top schools. There was one particular parameter that supposedly had been measured several years earlier. I decided to remeasure it. To my shock, it was 10 times smaller than what we had been assuming. I rushed back to update my computer simulation. Eureka! The model fitted the experimental data exactly. Ever since then, I try to question things that seem, on the surface, to be obvious. Most things are, but occasionally when things don't add up, there is usually an innocent-looking, perfectly reasonable assumption that is wrong. And when you explore and poke around in corners where no one is looking, you'll find the answers. The third and most important lesson is about love. I was brought in as president and COO of Fairchild Semiconductor to turn around a company that had been struggling for years. Revenues were flat to down. Profitability was poor. I made changes at a fast pace and made a lot of tough decisions that had been shelved. After 2 years of my tenure at Fairchild, the company had become more profitable and there were early signs of revenue growth. However, even though more drastic change was needed to make the company really successful, the appetite within the company for change was close to zero. I left to start my own early stage venture fund. That was one of the hardest transitions I had to make. I felt for the first time in my career that I had not finished the job that I had started, and I had to start a new career about which I knew little from scratch. It was exciting, yet scary. And in the early days of this transition, I was filled with self-doubt. But my wife and 2 daughters seemed to be equally loving of me, whether I was feeling excited or scared. That gave me the strength to forge ahead. And I'm so glad I did. Today, I am energized by the ability to work with leading-edge technologies, brand new business models, and to mentor bright and bold entrepreneurs. I know I would never have taken the plunge into this latest endeavor without the unwavering support of my family. If you meet a genie who grants you one wish, wish for a wonderful family. If the genie grants you a second, wish for lots of opportunities to be uncomfortable. If the genie is particularly generous and offers you a third, wish for unbounded curiosity, and you will have all the happiness and success that you desire in this world. Thank you.
Wonderful remarks. In this ceremony, we have paid tribute to the graduating class of 2021. Now it's the graduates' turn to salute those who have helped them along the way, family members and loved ones, as well as faculty and administration. We'd like to take a moment to recognize all of the parents, spouses, partners, children, and loved ones of our graduates to please stand so they may receive the thanks they so richly deserve. From all of us, thank you. We're also excited to continue graduation activities on Friday, June 11th, with the university-wide commencement at Citizens Bank Park, beginning at 7:30 p.m., where all degrees will be formally conferred. Once again, congratulations, graduates. Please continue watching for individual recognition of our graduates, and please join us for our post-ceremony celebration on Zoom. Thank you.
Master's degrees. Jennifer Davis, Carol Falk, Andrea Fatatis, Briana Robertson, Rachael Werley, Kahlil Wyche. Bachelor's degrees. Arjun Agarwal, Amani Alexander, Emily Berardino, Michael Bernicker, Nicholas Besselaar, Katelyn Busse, Chase DiArcangelo, Aidan Dwyer, Vidya Golla, Kevin Gross, Luke Hurley, Thomas Kinoski, Terrance Lewis, Jonah Listican, Shaksha Mota, Patrick Nielson, Joseph Oved, Ona Prokes, Than Rione, Ciarra Roane, Christopher Rode, Stephen Shannon, Birendra Siriwardhana, Pavel Stan, Claudia Sztandera, Gurveen Thakkar, Brandon Waterbury,
Karijatu Nanakasi, Bianca Gravalis, Lindsey Smith, Jun-Jie Zou,